And we're in, and we're back. Sorry about the short episode last week. I had some glitches come up, and they've been resolved. Luckily, I was able to catch them early, even though I did phase 2, but that's neither here nor there. So when we last left off, we were in the middle of the Haze Lab. After getting lost in a haze, you might say, in a daze, in a haze, in a maze, if it was amazing. But we're here, so let's keep going. Now, as you can see, there's a couple of interesting little critters here waiting to greet us. Trust me, you gotta lure them in one by one. Otherwise, you won't have enough damage and they'll explode. Alright, got some noses, which I don't care, and there's 2 more. Can I get just one of you? Please? Just one? Alright, can I trigger this at least? Yep, and 1, 2, 3. Take care of them both and run. Alright, not bad. Let us take care of this real quick and do a little exploring. And there's one over here, which does give you fungal growth. They do not, though. And you can chop down these too, but I don't think they give fungal growth either. Alright, let me just... You don't have to, but just for, what you call OCD purposes, I'm going to reactivate the door here. I'll explain why you can do this in a second. There we go, door reactivated, and if you recall, there was some science here. Good. Wait a second. I was about to say, wasn't that a person? Which means we get some notes, a photo, and a defense badge. Increases defense, but reduces damage. So if we were playing with other players, and they needed a tank, that'd be perfect for us. Doesn't look like there's anything else here, so let us be on our way. Into the water. Now don't worry, this isn't a swimming section, but rather a place where you can swim. We just, see, there's an alternate entrance there, and if we turn around, there's the branching path. So that swimming area with the roots is actually a second way you can get in here. If you have, let's just say, all the upgraded swimming items and a tier 2 dagger. So basically a nice reward for if you complete the pond 100%. Which we did not. We did not get the bubble, and we couldn't get the knife. So we had to take a more direct route. Alright, got some candy bars here. We will do a quick save. Just to be safe, because behind this door is a boss fight. Yes, a haze boss fight. Now it's nothing unique. We've already fought a ladybug. It's just a tougher infected ladybug. Plus, allies. So, open the door. There it is. The big one themselves. And what I like to no, you know what? I don't care. I'm brute forcing it. Yeah, how do you like me now, infected ladybug boss? You can't damage me. I have the power of lightning and smacking on my side. Actually, I'm wrecking you. You're not even having a chance, are you? Well, that was a little unfair. Oh well, we did upgrade a little bit earlier than we should have. And now for your backup. They're strong too. And they're just basically turrets. Mortars, whatever you would call them. You know, I think getting here was more difficult than actually fighting the boss. But of course, you know, you have the power of smashing. I'll, in a second... Away! Lightning strike you all down! And one more, come here. There we go. Well, that was a fight. Normally that's actually pretty difficult. But I guess not. Yeah, we peeped you and we haven't peeped you. There we go. We'll bring up the cards in a second. We just collect whatever they have, and most importantly, let's collect that impact. Nah, I meant growth. Sorry about that. I had to get one in. Forgot to get one against the boss. So there you go. Alright. Bring up the data. Where are they? No, not harmless. They're harmful. Am I blowing up? The affected bugs are annoyed by you. Oh, there is somebody left. How many of you are there? Oh, I do no damage to you. There we go. Now is there any... before I do anything else, let me take care of these explosions real quick. Chop, chop. Yes, I remember to chop, not smack. And another one. These are, I think, mostly here for aesthetic purposes, unless you're running around and get hit by them. And there's one more right here, so chop, chop. Alright, let me eat some food, drink a little water, re-equip my pinchwhack, and as we were, the data. So as you can see, the regular ladybug is weak to busting, which is not smashing. Busting is a hammer specifically, and fresh. It resists stabbing, salt, and spicy, and its weak point is legs for chopping and slashing. So if you're using a chop or slashing weapon, you can still get some damage on them. Whereas the infected ladybug is weak to busting and fresh. The same, and resists everything, but also now resists explosives. And no longer weak on the legs for some reason. Plus, it was a boss, so it was a lot stronger. And where, there's the affected gnat, resist and weak to none. I know they're not... Where are you? I just peeped you. Infected larva... Oh, there it is. Infecting mites. I don't think we've gotten to the point where we've met mites, but they're a strong creature. I'll just say that much. As you can see, it resists chopping, fresh, and slashing. So basically fresh against this, or it's weak to fresh, my bad. But you can see for yourself, fresh would have been perfect here, and if we got the tier 2 knife, we could have had a fresh busting, or not busting, a fresh club weapon, the mallet. But we couldn't, because we can't be a wolf spider, and we couldn't get the bone knife, so we had to go get this instead. Still powerful, still did the job, but we could have been a lot better. Alright. Let's activate the store once again, collect our super chip. Okay, it was a super chip. This wasn't unavoidable. I couldn't remember if this was optional or not. I swear there's one of these labs that's optional. There we go, more recording for those of you who care about lore. There's the super duper disc 3, that's let you know we're on the right track. And a little marble for the trouble. And some quartz. And you can keep talking while I keep looting. Yep, there's another piece of marble. Marvelous. Alright, is there anything else? Oh! Would you look at that? 3 bombs for our trouble. It's as if the game's telling us we're going to be needing these in the near future. Hint, hint, we are. Alright, with that done, we are pretty much done here. If we had the upgraded swimming materials and the tier 2 knife, we could go get a milk molar, but as we do not, we cannot. Therefore, we move on. If I can find my way out, that is. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. And in case you're wondering, this did not take care of the toxic spewing gas all over the place. Just a super chip and all that good stuff, which means we gotta leave the way we came in with our gas mask on. Which means we take more damage, but whatever. And if I remember correctly, yeah, for beating that boss, we got the Truffle Tussle, which basically makes your unarmed attacks explode randomly, I believe. Or something like that. It's good for a melee-only playthrough. If that's a challenge you would like to see in the future, let me know. I have a somewhat understanding of how to go about it. I just don't know how viable it would be. It'd be fun, I assume, but I don't know how viable. So if that's a playthrough you would like to see next, let me know. Okay, what time of day is it? It is in the morning, and there's a... I'll take care of... Wow, that splatted, there we go. Okay, off to Burgle. Run! And I'm just going to pick a direction and go. Hope it's the way towards our base. It should be this way. Yes, there's threats. There's a million threats here. Everything is threatening me. Got the raw science. Let's see, there's a spade. Okay, we know where we are from last episode. Careful, careful. Run, run, run. Let's see, there should be a rake around here. Or not. Okay, I am lost. Let me get the high ground. There it is. So we know that's where the rake is, so we'll go this way. Yes, perfect. We can go around here. Beautiful. There's a wolf spider. That's not good. Now, if we keep going this direction... Ooh, that was bad. The explosions warned me. Thank you, game. You did not mean for that to happen, but it did. Okay, I think we should be in the clear now. If we keep going this direction, we will eventually find a landmark, and from there we can go back home. So, a successful mission. Sorry I didn't finish that last episode. I just had to take care of those, errors we were facing. Alright, now that we're back, where am I? Okay, is this our pod? It is. Sweet. I will check that when we get to Burgle, but for now... Actually, yeah, while we're out, let's go talk to Burgle. Actually, there's something I want to do before I forget again. Let's see, it should be right over this ridge. And where are you? Oh, I don't need this on anymore. Where? There it is. I opened this a few episodes ago, but I never harvested what was inside. The mint. Which is useful for two reasons. Reason number one, if you eat mint, you get a mutation which increases your defense. I forget which defense, but increases your defense. Pretty good. And it reduces heat, which is going to be an issue fairly soon. Maybe not too soon, but fairly soon, because, well, we'll get to that eventually. But you can also, as I mentioned earlier, make the mint mallet, which when the game first had a playable test version was the strongest weapon you could get. And it wrecked everything, because it was a neutral damage dealing weapon, with the bonus of being minty, which I think when the game released no bugs resisted mint. So it used to be the most OP weapon in the game. That was again early game. But with this we should now have enough for eating purposes and, more importantly, for crafting purposes. Alright, to the great big oak to say hi to Burgle. I really wish fast travel was a thing. It is not. And then we can get a little bit of food. So if we see any bugs worth eating on the way to Burgle and back, we'll have to grab them up, cook them up, and it's off to... I guess just the next part. Well, I guess it's the next part, but also gives us access to pretty much the end game. Or not end game. We're not anywhere near end game. How did I describe it? And I'm going the wrong way again. Basically, we have access to the rest of the map. Or at least now we do, that we have 2 bombs. Come here. There we go. Food acquired. I love making this journey. You always get plenty of food and plenty of water. Oops, don't fall down that hill. Please and thank you. So many nuts. If you ever need nuts and you have a bow, this is the perfect place to get them. In the middle of the night, right in front of the light. Also grab some sap, because we are going to need a lot of storage soon. And yes, I know we could just bust up the amber chunks, or sap chunks, or whatever you would call them. And yes, I know you can make a sap collector. Not really in the mood to do that right now. Not gonna lie. Alright, we might need some more acorns, but you know what? I'll gather resources off camera. Oh yeah, as you can see, I was here recently. This is where I harvested all my grass for building my bridge to get the pinch whacker. Yeah, as you can see, we built right there, and we got our resources right here, so there is plenty of convenient building material right next to, where we need to build. Also good if you want to build like a water base or things like that. I'm just grabbing a couple extra dry grass in case we need more bombs. By in case, I mean I know we're going to need more bombs. Alright, Burgle. I got a super chip, which means we can get another cutscene next time I sleep. And we got a duper upgrade. And with the super chip we can buy more things. So fun all around. Where are you, Burgle? There you are. There you go. Got a super chip for you. Let's see. Your scout training. I didn't know this character was in the scout. Here's a super chip. Processing. Totally tried deciphering the ageless properties of mushrooms. Disaster struck before he was able to finish. Sorry to hear that. All these great memories are coming back. Oh well, some good news. A piece of the embiggening cocktail recipe is now stored, but not all of it. Unfortunately, of course not. It wouldn't be that easy. And I have a strange memory fragment of a Java-matic. Does that mean anything to you? The coffee maker? A coffee maker. Interesting development. Although I cannot say I love the taste of coffee. You can't taste anything. I'm in the same boat, Burgle. And I certainly have no clue how this fits into the equation. Well, for those of you who've played Grounded, you know. However, we are making progress solving this mystery, but we're still not done. There's one more super chip. I had another dream. More of your memory fragments. Let's stack them together like ingredients of a burger. They're a common side effect of the shrinking process. Good to know. Memories, that is, not the burger metaphors. Aww. Which is simply how I am programmed to understand the world. Through burgers. Interesting. I was shrunken omelette. Yes, I confirmed that there are two spaces just as Dr. Tully surmised. One is in the yard, one is at omelette. Got a hunch that he continued his work on the spacer after he stopped working for them. It all computes. I do not believe these are just these. These are surely your memories. We've already established that. I'm pretty sure you're not. Oh yeah, wait, I think I just accidentally repeated something we already did. There it is. Project Orc. That's the new one. Project Orc? Yeah, certainly not something that Dr. Tully ever discussed with me. Omnet requires the scientists to use codenames for their projects. Eventually, the marketing department gets involved to spice it up. Interesting. I heard one scientist use American state names in chronological order last. What a magnificent scheme. But I digress. Whoever Orc is does not sound good, and just be safe. For following, I'll do this one for the lore buffs out there. It is likely they were documenting side effects of the shrinking process, there were a few. Short-term memory loss, we're experiencing constipation, can't say that we are or are not experiencing that, and dehydration among minor ailments. Well, we're constantly drinking, so that's not really an issue. But as far as long-term side effects, nothing to worry about, my friend. You're looking fresher than a non-frozen meat patty. There we go, all the lore. Alright, plug in our new super duper duper chip duplicator whatever, which means we can duplicate more things. In fact, cool, we can now duplicate, the one way to get more, pinch whackers. And we can duplicate bombs. And accessories. This is pretty much only good for multiplayer use. Still can't go here as we do not have the system manager badge, which means we can't do any base building. I mean, we can, but we can't. But more importantly, let's check here. We need one more molar. Maybe I should go try to find some of those. I need one of those as well. Quests, don't really care about. We have plenty of money. There we go. Advanced production buildings. An oven, which we are going to need soon. Mushroom brick for building. Okay, we'll take that. Feather roofs. Do not care. Cookbook haze. Spider sliders, which gives a critical hit chance. Nice. If we attacked fast, don't really need that. Fung Spacho. Attack stamina up. That could be useful. We will take it. Acorn turrets. We will definitely take that. And oh, the offering for the Red Ant Queen. If we were doing New Game Plus, this is important. But we're not. So we're not going to worry about it. Well, that's everything from that. We are all set. Now to go back to base, drop off our items, and look. Actually, you know what? We got time. I'm going to make up for last week's episode. We'll go start the next part of our adventure. So I will cut back. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch. I will cut back to when we're back at base. So we'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Took a little detour to make sure I got plenty of food. There we go, get that cooking up because, well, we need food, obviously. And we can put all of our extra stuff we just got away. We'll sort later, don't worry, I will get to it eventually. I know I keep saying that, but I will one day. There we go, inventory, well, we don't need that. Inventory sorted. Food cooking. Wait for this to cook up, oh nice. I really need to make a fridge. Just so I don't have to waste all this food. Well, it's not a waste if I end up getting into a fight, but whatever. So, I only need one bomb for our next adventure, so we'll take just the one. We have plenty of backup, which is so nice. And, we'll get to the next part before we end today. I also wish you could cook faster. And yeah, I know you could probably just turn this into jerky and then it never spoils. But I was reading somewhere that salty weapons actually turn whatever you beat with them into jerky if it can be. Which means we might have a new source of food on our hands once we get our next weapon upgrade. Which is actually coming up really soon. We just need to upgrade one of our tools real quick. Because if you look at our hotbar, we have a tier 3 weapon, a tier 2 axe, and a tier 2 hammer, and only a tier 1 shovel. I don't know what we're going to do about that. I also don't think they ever made a tier 3 shovel, did they? Whatever. Alright, we have this. Let us refill our water. We don't have to worry about that, so we'll take a sip. And let's go. So you might be asking, where are we going this time? Well, it's off to the picnic table with our beautiful, beautiful bomb. Why the picnic table? Because that's where we gotta go next. If you look at the map, and well, as you can see, there's a burgle chip here, but there's a super burgle chip over here. And of course, we need all the super burgle chips. And we need access to the upper yard for that, I believe. I know there's a second entrance, I think that might be on the ground, but I prefer the primary entrance. Alright, so we gotta go to where our beloved stink bugs used to be. I mean, they're still there, but we're just not going to deal with them. As you can see off to the distance, there is our picnic table. You gotta be careful because there are stink bugs and wolf spiders blocking our path. So, gotta be very careful where we step. Very careful. Let's see, there's nope, there's a stink bug. Okay, luckily there's a cassette there, but I think that's where the wolf spider is, so very careful. There's the haze right there. Very dangerous journey, which is why you're only supposed to make this journey once you've got some decent gear. And speaking of decent gear, we're almost ready to upgrade to a new set of armor. And of course I'll have armor to fall back on. Right, beautiful, up the cassette tape, and here we are. Making our way to that. A shovel. Yes, why a shovel? Well, do you notice that's positioned weirdly? You notice that's positioned perfectly to fall right on that table and give us a way up. Yeah, turns out that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, I forgot an important item. Well, while we're here, we'll take care of this, and then we gotta run back to base to get our important item. But first, I see some marble. Is this... Ooh, tier 2, which means we can break it. Boom. Oh, one more. It bugs me that it takes 4. And of course, from upgraded marble, you get tier 2 and tier 1 marble. Kind of worth it, if you think about it. Alright, that's all there looks like worth having. And as you can see, this rock has a crack on it. And as you can see, bombs can be used here. So let's not mess this up. And we will drop it right here and run. And boom. We now have access to the upper yard. As well as McMolars, more upgrades, and more fun. But first, I gotta go back to base because I forgot a very important item. Oh well, don't worry, when we come back, we'll be right here. Until next time. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.